Hello everybody, hope you guys are doing well. And in today's video, we're going to be going over the latest updates to the Obelisk AI platform. We have done quite a bit of work over the past couple of days, and we're trying to stay on schedule with releasing an update video every couple of days. So in this video, let's talk about some new developments that have happened in the past few days and some updates that we've done. And as always, let's just start by taking a look at the code. And we've done quite a few PRs over the last few days. Let's just go over here. We've added some new agents we'll talk about. We've been battle testing our platform, and now we're launching a couple of agents. We've added GPU inference already. That's been done. We've fixed the inference endpoints. We've separated everything. And as we mentioned in the previous video, we had our in binary intent node. As you can see here, we have revamped our V1 flow a tiny bit, made it a little bit cleaner, and also added some Boolean logic to bypass this intent node in order to be more efficient and skip the extra inference step. I will go over it in just a minute. Before that, I wanted to mention, so we did have two agents that were launched on the Obelisk, or that were built by the Obelisk. First one is Crab AI. It was our very first agent that's been launched on here, and it's been built by the Obelisk. You can get the crab.json file straight from the website, and it's also included as a template here under Crab AI. So you can see here, there's a basic Telegram V1 agent that looks exactly like this. The only difference here, as you can see, is just the system prompt is a bit different, where you're a crab and not the overseer. So this makes it easy for anybody who wants to modify this template. It tells you exactly what you want to change and how to change it if you want to modify it to a specific character. So that's the Crab AI agent. Not a lot of utility. It was just most showcasing our tech. And the idea is as we improve our V1 Telegram agent, so the Crab AI will also get some improvement. And as you can see here, you can clone the repo. The second agent we've done was the Waifu AI. We're really excited about this one. So this one is, again, we're running these agents here. As you can see, they are deployed officially on the Obelisk. We have the Crab agent V1, and we have Sora and Aria, which are the two waifus here that are available. And the idea behind this project is we're again testing out our platform. Similar to OpenCloud, we're offering an open source platform for AI agents to build their own projects and agents and easily modify it and share it as a JSON file. Now, the kind of cool utility for this one is you can talk to these waifus, and as you talk with them, you unlock some cool utilities. So you can message them. It's 100% free right now. You don't need to connect your wallet or anything. But as you level up, it will unlock some videos and some content for you guys. So far, it's nothing, not really, no NSFW content. It's all normal stuff, maybe R-rated, but nothing crazy. But in the future, we might add some NSFW content, so this will have a disclaimer for 18 and over only. So this is just our two agents that we're kind of showcasing here. And again, as you can see, the agents are available as templates, so you can check out. This is a new agent as well. This is a new workflow that we've done specifically for Aria, but this is part of a new node that we've added. So let me talk a little bit more about the new nodes that we've added. Going back to the Telegram V1 bot, as you can see, it's exactly how the previous one worked, except a couple of improvements. First of all, we integrated a system prompt inside of the inference node. Since it's always the requirement to have a system prompt, you can still input your own, but it just makes it easier so you have less nodes overall. And the other cool thing, as you can see here, is a Boolean logic node. All right, guys, I want to just take a closer look at the Boolean logic here. It might seem a bit confusing, but the way it works, it takes in two values, A and B, which are true or false values, Booleans, and then it outputs a couple of different things. First of all, it outputs the result, which is going to be the result of taking this Boolean calculation. So A or B will output the result, and then the other two outputs is for the value. So the value is just whatever value you're passing through it. It can be any arbitrary value, a message, another Boolean, a number. So the idea in this case, as you can see, it's a message, is the value. Now, if these are false, so if it's not a reply to the bot and it's not a mention, it's false, it's a rejection, it's going to take the value and pass it through the reject output, which means it's going to have to do the binary intent to decide whether it wants to respond. If it returns a true, in this case, B was true and A was false because it wasn't a mention or a reply, then because B is true, it decides to respond, it's going to call inference. Now, if it does not decide to respond, and this was not a mention and was not a reply, this was false and this is false, that means this is going to be, the rejection path is going to be come out, but since it's not connected to anything, it's going to stop right here. So this is the idea behind these two Boolean logic nodes. Essentially, they allow you to bypass this binary intent node if both of these values are false. So I hope that makes sense. So that's the binary intent node. Hopefully it wasn't too complicated to understand. And let me go to the other extra node that we added. So the benefit of this is that we are able to bypass this extra inference call whenever it's a direct mention or a reply. So it just makes the bot a tiny bit more efficient at the cost of having a little bit more logic. We're going to further improve this efficiency. For example, if you're in a DM, so we're going to output an is DM. If you're in a DM, it also should skip this binary intent node because obviously if you're DMing the bot, you want the bot to respond. So that is the idea for Telegram V1 logic. Now, let me show you guys the new logic and workflow we added for our HTTP based bots. So before we had a Telegram listener, now we have an HTTP listener. This means that when you deploy an agent, you get your own HTTP endpoint, which you can post requests to. You can see here the port and everything. But really the path is what you care about. And the Docker container will expose a path. So you're able to just simply deploy these agents. You don't need any environment variables for this one, because once you deploy the agent, in this case, first you connect your wallet, but when you do deploy the agent, you're going to just set a name for it, and the name is going to determine the endpoint of the agent. So just to explain this workflow here, as you can see, it's very simple. We just have an HTTP listener, and we have the old school memory selectors. We have the memory storage here, and the memory creator. So this is just like the previous videos that we had simple memory creations and memory selectors. So at this point, you have a basic system prompt where you are Aria, and it has basic memory to remember, and it will respond every time. There is no binary intent because this one is looking for direct queries to the agent, so obviously it wants a response. Unlike the Telegram bot, where it just listens to messages in a group, it has to decide whether to respond. This one is a lot simpler because there's not as many decision trees. So this is kind of where we're at right now. The future, we're looking to finalize our beta release. So if you can see on our Obelisk core, we have updated this to beta version 0.20, but we need to finalize the release. So a couple of small little typos and just doc updates, and we're finalizing a couple of small little features, but we're not going to be pushing any huge updates in the next few days. We're just going to stabilize the beta release, and the idea is to try and get you guys to launch and deploy a couple of agents and make sure we can handle all of these slots. We have 10 slots available right now, but we can easily expand this if needed to host additional agents. So if you guys want to try out hosting your agent, you can easily set up either a Telegram agent or one of those HTTP agents if you want to hook it up. And again, these projects are powered by these agents exactly. So we're happy to see if you guys want to somehow implement these agents, or if you guys would like to utilize our Obelisk platform. We're more than happy to help you create some custom nodes and custom workflows. As always, guys, make sure to check out our NFTs. They're still on sale. There's a couple of them you can snag up for 0.01 ETH right here. And this is our reflection NFT. So when the token does launch for our platform, the owners will get reflections directly to their account via Energy and ETH. So thank you guys all again for checking out this video. Wishing you guys a good rest of your week. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our X. See you guys in the next one. Peace.